Your French is really good. I've never seen an Asian person speak French fluent. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, this game might need a full playthrough, bro. This game might actually need a full playthrough. Absolute cinema, dude. Paris in 1920. Paris in 1920. Countless contradictions of nationality, class, ideology, and system supported the surface of peace. Under the shadow of bustling streets, caught in between love and responsibility, what kind of choice will the Chinese student Lian Fang make? Yeah, bro. She really is like the embodiment of a Chinese national. Oh, Love Story Award. Best Scenario finalist. They misspelled scenario. Spiritus habitat in vopis. That's not even French, by the way. That's Latin. And I'm wondering if that was like, you know, on purpose or if it wasn't. Okay, so it's in French, right? The font's fucked. So the E with the accent is fucked. There's already that. Start literally means like lay down in French. That is not how you say start. Nice. Start. Arriving in Paris. I want to see the translation, bro. June 6th, 1920, Sunday afternoon. The dazzling sunlight streams through the glass dome of the Gare de Lyon train station in Paris, casting its rays onto the smooth floor of the waiting hall. You know what? It kind of does look like Gare de Lyon, I guess, in some way. I don't know. It definitely looks inspired.
It's the same photo.
Watching the bustling crowd at the train station, I suddenly had the illusion of still being back in my home country. Really? This reminds you of China. In 1920. Really? Really? Okay, that's a fucking stretch. A little over a month ago, I bid farewell to my hometown and embarked on a journey to France for my studies, taking the Bordeaux from Shanghai all by myself. What does that even mean, bro? Is that a boat? Naively, I thought that as someone who enjoys peace and quiet, I could endure the loneliness of the sea voyage. Okay. During the first few days, I enjoyed standing on the deck and gazing out to at the vast sea, while feeling the breeze blowing against my face. However, not long after, I grew tired of the unchanging scenery. As it was a direct trip, the cruise ship naturally did not make any stops at coastal ports. I found myself hiding in the cabin every day, flipping through the books I had brought with me. I never imagined that just a month of isolation from others would make me feel so lonely. After a month of sailing, I finally arrived at the Mediterranean port city of Marseille. But at this point, I had lost the mood to appreciate the beautiful scenery, and my only goal was to quickly head to Paris and meet up with my relatives who had agreed to pick me up. I heard that there was a strike by the Marseille railway work. Well, it's been 100 years. Nothing much has changed, which could potentially cause the trains to not arrive in Paris on time. Yep, I was worried about this for a while. Luckily, the train not only ran smoothly all the way, but also arrived at the station more than an hour earlier than expected. Yeah, okay, this game is like, I mean, this is fiction. We're not actually in France right now. However, this sense of relief was quickly worn away during the bumpy journey that lasted more than 10 hours. After snapping out of my recollection, I looked at the clock at the hall. 5:15 p.m. It was still over an hour until the time I had arranged to meet with my relatives, so I decided to find a place to rest for a while. I never imagined that the journey to Paris would be so grueling. I picked up my luggage and began searching for a place to rest within the station. After circling around the hall, I regretfully discovered that all of the public rest areas had already been taken. Yep, same like IRL, bro. Trust me. You go to Gare de Lyon in real life, you will not find a place to sit either. Seeing that the many shops and street vendors on the second floor of the hall, I thought that there might be a coffee shop or some other place to rest there. But upon going upstairs, I realized that most of the shops were small stores selling souvenirs and clothing. It was only at the end of the long corridor that I found what seemed to be a restaurant. As I approached, I noticed that the restaurant had 3 large glass windows, but its sign was surprisingly plain. Bleu Train Restaurant? Bro, that restaurant's fucking amazing, bro. That restaurant exists IRL, bro. That restaurant is amazing. It's in the station. Let me show you. It's actually called that in French. Le Train Bleu, like the blue train. It's literally in the train station, okay? And this is how it looks. Like, imagine you go to a train station, you find a place like this. That's how it looks. It's right there. Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh? It was made like at some point, like during there was like this World Trade Conference or whatever in around like that time, around like the early 1900s. So they had made this restaurant for all the international visitors, but then after everyone left, they kept it. And it's been there for like almost 100 years plus. I actually have been there. I went there once with my mom. It's really nice. It's honestly, it's just like the pictures, and the food is really good. Food is really, so this is the entrance. I mean, you see this outside, you're like, what the fuck is this dog shit? Then you go in and you're like, whoa. So, hey, you know what? Accurate. After hesitating for a moment, I decided to enter the restaurant. Okay, bro, really? That's that. The magnificent decoration inside the restaurant left me stunned. What the fuck is this drawing, bro? The walls of the restaurant were connected to arched ceiling, and a huge landscape mural cascaded down from the roof and was inset between intricate gold sculptures. Yeah, all accurate. Why does it look like this though? The grand chandelier hanging from the ceiling illuminated the restaurant and added to its grandeur, making it difficult to associate it with a simple dining establishment. Is this really a restaurant? Yeah, wait till you check the menu prices, bro. If it weren't for the rows of the tables and chairs, I would have thought that I had entered the Hall of Mirrors in the Palace of Versailles. Despite the luxurious decor, the business in the restaurant was quite slow. At first glance, there was only 3 or 4 tables with diners in the large restaurant. Yeah, so by reservation, when I went was like at 7 p.m. The restaurant was fucking empty. But by like 8:30 p.m., it was full. And let me tell you, half or more of the restaurant were Chinese tourists. So this, I don't know. I feel like this is something like for Chinese. It's no coincidence that this Chinese game has this. Although there were only a few scattered customers in the restaurant, the immense space would still require the waitstaff to hustle back and forth with dishes. In order to be able to see the round clock on the first floor more easily, I chose a seat near the window. Beneath the wide arched windows, the scenery inside the station was fully visible. Bro, this feels like an advertisement like for France tourism. Like when do we start with this bullshit? In the midst of this constantly changing scene, the iris blooming quietly in the vase on the table appeared particularly eye-catching. I stared intently at the small blue flower. Yeah, just spoiler alert, you know, just to ruin your immersion, there are no flowers on the tables in Le Train Bleu. The blue flower was adorned with a large calyx that stretched outward, making the flower's corolla look especially delicate and lovely. This type of flower is not commonly seen in China, but in France it is considered a national symbol and representation of the Holy Spirit, making it quite popular among the people. From Marseille to Paris, whether it was in flower gardens or on wallpapers along the way, one could see its presence. Excuse me, sir. Wait. I ask what you want to order. Wait. So I'm not the woman, I'm the guy? Or is this a translation error? I thought it was this girl. A slightly nervous voice interrupted my wandering thoughts. Oh! It was a girl dressed as a waitress who was standing by the table with a menu in hand. She looked to be around the same age as me. How did you know that? How did you just guess that? Although she appeared a bit shy, her short golden hair exuded a lively spirit. In her sky blue eyes, I felt a sense of calmness similar to the iris on the table. The combination of liveliness and calmness seemed to blend together in a wonderful and harmonious way. It was truly incredible. Excuse me, sir, is there something on my face? Bro, I could just imagine a conversation like this IRL. If I stared at the face of a waitress for too long, she'd be like, Sir, everything okay? Would you like to order? She wouldn't be like, is there something on my face? She'd be like, yo, you good, bro? You want to order or not, man? Oh, I'm sorry. Realizing that I had rudely been staring at her earlier, I quickly took the heavy menu that the waitress handed me. Although the menu listed only brief phrases, they were unexpectedly difficult to pronounce, and there were many that I had never seen before. Guys, even French people, when they go to a French restaurant, they don't understand what the fuck's on the menu because the words they use are so old. It's like, bro, just tell me what I'm getting. Like when you walk in a random restaurant, they'll be like, oh, here's our, daily menu. And it's like, what the fuck is this? There's only one word I recognize in this entire sentence. Beef. What's everything else? I don't know, bro. Gotta Google it. Although the menu listed only brief phrases, they were unexpectedly difficult, yep. Although I don't quite understand what the dishes were, I could tell from the menu that they were all quite expensive. Can't confirm. Can't confirm. Given the luxurious decor of the restaurant, it was not surprising that the prices were high. Although my family was relatively wealthy, I felt that it was important to be frugal while living abroad and save money for unforeseen circumstances. See, that's how you know this person's Chinese, okay? Chinese save money like no one else. They could be millionaires. They will put all their money in real estate and spend nothing on anything else. Unless they're international students, then they'll fucking show up with designer bags and shit. Sir, if you need it, I can introduce you to the various dishes on the menu. Seeing me frown in front of the menu for a long time, the waitress seemed to think that I couldn't understand it. I mean, it's 1920 France, bro, and you look Chinese. It's not that crazy to assume that she's gonna be like, yeah, this guy doesn't know French. It's actually a miracle you guys are talking. How are you communicating, bro? Telepathically? Order the cheapest coffee. Order the most expensive coffee. Forget it, I'm already here. If I leave after looking at the menu, others will laugh at me. It's better to spend a bit more money than to lose face. Under her sincere and caring gaze, I made up my mind. Ah, thank you. I understand it myself. Give me a cup of Tower Flower Cappuccino. The fuck is that? Driven by my strange sense of pride, I specifically ordered the most expensive coffee. Oh, Tower Flower Cappuccino. The waitress showed a surprised expression and repeated it. Bro, this is like watching an isekai, bro. That does not happen, man. You walk into a restaurant like this, you can order the most expensive thing. You know what the waitress or waiter are gonna do? They're gonna look at you, they're gonna smile, they're gonna be like, absolutely, sir. Right in a moment. That's it. They're not gonna be like, you ordered the the most expensive wine on the menu? Okay. No, that's not gonna happen. The fuck are you talking about, man? Yes, that's it. Tower flower cappuccino. How much is this gonna cost, bro? Like 15 euros? Come on, man. She's not gonna be that impressed. I repeated it, and the second time it didn't sound as awkward. Your French is really good. I've never seen an Asian person speak French fluent. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, this game might need a full playthrough, bro. This game might actually need a full playthrough. Absolute cinema, dude. Although I knew there was certainly some flattery in her words, her surprised expression and praise still made me feel a bit elated. Sir, would you like to order just a cup of coffee? I personally would recommend also getting a macaron. Alright then, I'll also have another macaron. Okay, please wait a moment, sir. The waitress took the menu from me and hopped away, completely free from the restraint she had earlier. The crisp sound of doorbell rang a few times after I entered, indicating that other customers had arrived. Dude, what is this? A 7-Eleven? Are you fucking stupid? No. Take a step fucking back, idiot. What are you talking about? A bell rang. This is not a fucking 7-Eleven, man. This is a fucking proper establishment. There's no bell. There's someone waiting for you at the reception. Adding a dessert doesn't seem like a big deal since I've already ordered the most expensive coffee. It may have been a splurge, but as a Chinese person, I couldn't lose face. What's that supposed to mean, you idiot? As I waited, I pulled out a copy of Mindu from my luggage to pass the time. Although I had studied French and science in a preparatory school in China before coming to France, there were very few French books available in China, and my main... Oh, did I have to scroll down or something? The articles published in this issue of Mingyo Monthly are considered more rigorous and detailed compared to other publications. Many articles in this Mindun integrate editorials and introductions to the West. Okay, cool. Great. That's awesome. I'm good for you, dude. Anyway, where's the girl at? Alice, the order for table 18 is ready. Alice, the customer at table 7 is getting impatient. Dude, that is never gonna happen. Dude, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen, dude. Okay, look. Part of French experience is going to a proper establishment and seeing the waiters and staff fight within each other. Yes, absolutely. Yes. They'll be like, hey man, what are you doing standing around doing nothing? This table needs this. Sure. Okay, maybe this is actually accurate. It's just like they don't say it that way. They don't say the customer is getting impatient. They don't include the customer. They'll be like, yo, what are you doing? Fucking daydreaming right now. Move it. You know? Stuff like that. But, you know. Sure, I'll bring it over right away. Oh no, she's struggling. It's her first day on the job, guys. The sound of hurried footsteps came from the counter, and the server who took my order was rushing around the restaurant with a plate in hand. It seems that the two tables are located in opposite directions, and she is struggling to decide which one to serve first. Just fire her, bro. Fire her. Indeed, serving food in such a large restaurant is certainly a physical activity. I saw her long legs covered by white socks and a black skirt. What are you doing, you fucking pervert? What are you doing, you fucking pervert? Huh? Now's not the time to do this. After solving the problem, she picked up a cup of coffee and a dessert and walked towards me. Perhaps because she was afraid of ruining the latte art on the coffee, she approached me very carefully, trying hard to maintain her balance. Latte art? Latte art! In the 1920s? Really? It was nerve-wracking to watch her carefully balancing the coffee and dessert as she walked towards me. You're fired. Get the fuck out of the restaurant, bro. I ordered the most expensive coffee and you drop it all over me. My worries came true. The girl lost her balance and stumbled towards me as she stepped on an empty space while walking towards the table. The coffee, macarons, and plate drew a beautiful arc in the air. That's one way to describe it. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Yeah, it took 20 minutes for the game to fucking downgrade. Holy shit. What the fuck is this, man? Well, I instinctively stood up to try to catch... Really? You instinctively stood up? Really? What are you, bro? A superhero? The porcelain tableware shattered into pieces with a crisp sound. The girl also fell into my arms as a result. The slight weight made it painless for me to feel, and I quickly helped the girl stand firmly. The other two busy staff members rushed over after hearing the commotion. Oh, hi. One of the dressed up female chefs nervously asked about my condition. Bro, why would a chef leave the kitchen for this? Are you hurt? Store manager. Bro, again, I ask you, is this 7-Eleven? Are you hurt, sir? I'm fine. The blonde waitress, along with another staff member, began to pick up the broke dishes. Sir, I am the manager of this restaurant. Can I get an extra barbecue sauce, please, manager? Really sorry, this incident was entirely due to our negligence. We will immediately make you a new cup of coffee for the spilled one. Please wait for, That's it. I can't scroll down. Oh, for a moment. Oh, okay. After that, she spoke to the blonde waitress who was frantically picking up the broken dishes in a stern tone. Alice, apologize to the customer right away. Are you her mother? The waitress named Alice blushed and showed me an apologetic expression. Sir, I'm so sorry. Your clothes. Before she could finish her sentence, Alice let out another panicked cry. I finally noticed a damp feeling on my clothes, and when I looked down, I found that the cuffs of my sleeves and the hem of my shirt and pants were all stained with coffee. Not only that, the cup and dessert were tiling on the table, and the liquid from the coffee was steadily approaching my Ming Pao magazine. Ah, my Mindu. Oh no, guys, my Mindu. Oh no. I see. You know, I own a few old books that I bought over the last few months, and there's a lot of them, you know, they're like 50 years old, 70 years old, that have coffee stains. Is this how it happened? I always wonder, like, why the fuck do you spill coffee on your book? Like, why? Why is coffee such a common thing to find? Coffee stains are so common to find on like books that are old as fuck. Is this what happened? You're Alice? Is that you? Oh no, the Mindu magazine. Oh no, the pages. Oh no, the Mindu magazine. Oh no. The manager's expression became even more serious upon seeing the situation, and she apologized to me again, this time with an even more solemn tone. Sorry, sir, we will compensate you for all your losses. If it's convenient, could you please leave your name? What do you mean all my losses? Like, you're gonna buy me a new suit? After seeing the solemn expression of the manager, I looked at Alice, who was bowing her head deeply because of her mistake. Bowing her head? Although I was really heartbroken about my magazine, seeing Alice's pitiful expression, my resentment dissipated by half. Good. I thought he was gonna say he was turned on or something. I was worried. I took a moment to calm myself down before speaking. I'm Lian Fang, madam. I don't need any compensation. And this young lady didn't mean it. Whoa, chill, what the fuck? What's happening? The waitress Alice had been working hard from the beginning to the end, and I didn't want to make things difficult for such a hardworking person. I'm sorry to hear that my precious first issue of Mindu has been ruined. The manager said to me, Mr. Lian Fang, if you don't mind, could you leave the book with us for the time being? We will do our best to remove the coffee stains on it and ensure that you can read it. Bro, in what world does this actually happen? Sensing my gaze, the store manager made a solemn promise to me. Okay, then I'll leave it to you. I handed the book over to the store manager, although I didn't really believe that I could still read it normally in the future. Mindu was already wet, so it was convenient for me to take... whatever. Kind-hearted Mr. Lian Fang, I will definitely clean up the coffee stains, the blonde waitress earnestly assured me. She took her tablecloth, gave me an extra piece of cake, but luckily she didn't trip again. Nice. She kept apologizing. Okay. Oh, she offered to waive the bill, but I insisted on paying. Damn, bro, I really am a baller. Wow. Fuck, because I was worried about the restaurant's revenue, I still insisted on paying, even though my clothes and book were stained. Lian Fang, you're really kind and generous. A twin-tailed girl with a strange expression on her face stood in front of me. Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Lian Hui? Oh, okay. Hu Tao. Yeah, it's Hu Tao. True. I guess it's my sister, is my cousin. She may have been born in France, but as a child, she had stayed with me and my family for a period of time with her father and older brother. Okay. Alright, Hu Tao. Hu Tao and Sparkle. We'll revisit this later.